It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. In this game, we'll see.
It's game time in Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they won their last contest, that game against the Indiana Pacers.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense was giving them.
Nothing was forced. Smart basketball was played, and they took advantage of any weakness they saw.
Now the starting group for Baltimore. They've got Mason. He's out there with Ulis. Thomas is out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Van Vliet in at the power forward. And Robin Lopez, one of those dirty work type of big men, rebounding, defending, a lot of grit, setting screens. He does it all.
Yeah, unselfish. He does know his role. It just makes things easier for his teammates. Has his quirks, but has proven to be a great teammate.
So much more confident doing this now than he was earlier in his career. IT showing the range.
And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Morris. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Thomas, no luck. Right wing. Grant down low. Guarded by Mason. Morris passes to Curry. The shot's good from Lopez. Lopez has got his third basket of the night right there.
I don't think they have anybody to blame but themselves there. I mean, that's just inexcusable to let a guy get this deep inside.
And the basket is good.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Grant kicks to Zeller. On the wing, Morris. Back to Zeller. Poked away. And they're on the break. Here's Mason. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
You really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic. Yeah, you know, one of the under-talked about strengths of the Philadelphia 76ers is how they play team defense. I mean, they were top-rated defensively in opponent's field goal percentage last year.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Here is Mason. And there's the pass to Barea. Here's Van Vliet. Lopez covering, and the three ball is good. Van Vliet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And with the 76ers in defense, it isn't just them bothering shots.
No, you're right, Kevin. I mean, they were one of the best, if not the best, rebounding team in the league. Also, were top 10 in blocks and steals last season. I mean, they filled up the stat sheet as a team in a lot of ways. It's fun to talk about what this team can do on offense, clearly. But I think moving forward, what's going to anchor this team as a contending team is its defense.
And so it's Barea with it. They'll bring it up for Baltimore. They trail by one.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
Yep, and that's not a winning performance. I mean, you got to tighten up the defense moving forward if you're going to get some W's.
Count that one. Morris has got his first points of the night. For Baltimore, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Van Vliet kicks to Thomas. It's not going to go for him. And Philadelphia the other way now. And this is their first time matched up this year with Baltimore.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
Here's Van Vliet. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And a miss there on the triple.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
12 seconds left in the first. Thomas gets the bucket.
You know, this guy can beat you off the dribble. He can beat you off the catch. IT's just a hard guy to defend.
Here's Grant. Curry outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. The 5'9" Isaiah Thomas has made a career out of proving his doubters wrong.
Ever since I was a little boy, I always...
Well, no question about it, Greg. Isaiah Thomas still plays with something to prove.
Definitely what drives him. I mean, hungry to show that he's a top player regardless of size.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man. Just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Paying off well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Baltimore, they've got J.J. Barea. Ulis is out there with Mason. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's Van Vliet in at the four-man position.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Barea, that's a two-pointer. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Boy, the defense had gone to sleep, so you got to knock that one down.
And Cody Zeller, he's carved out a fine career for himself, Clark, but not quite what everyone expected.
Yeah, he was the 4th overall pick in the draft, Kevin, and he's got tremendous skill and athleticism, and he's plateaued a bit, but I think with bigger guys, you've got to look at a 5 to 6 year time horizon versus 3 or 4. He's a really good pick and roll player. He can run the floor and usually shoots a pretty high percentage.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Mason against Grant. Thomas, it's a wide open look. No good on the triple.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Good work there as it goes. Zeller's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Morris against Thomas. From deep, Barea. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Releases. Curry can't get it to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Thomas. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Back to Grant. 76ers moving the ball around. And Morris throws it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Now, here is Morris. Following the miss by Tyler Ulis. They get it again. Zeller dishes to Grant. From 13 feet, it goes down. Grant's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Zeller. Here's Barea. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Oh, great ball movement there.
24 seconds left in the first half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Thomas against Morris. Just 5 to shoot. There's Thomas at the 3. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They were in the driver's seat once we got into the second quarter. Their lead is now 8 here at the half, and they've got all the momentum on their... And that wraps up the halftime.
Downtown Philadelphia, as seen from high above. Welcome back to the Cradle of Liberty, as we like to call it here on 2K, here in eastern Pennsylvania. We've played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've seen Robin Lopez really having a great game.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination. Strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
Zeller is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Seth Curry. Then there's Grant. And it's Morris in at the small forward. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. A second chance effort, and it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the 76ers. Baltimore trails by 10. Morris with the block.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Baltimore with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the 4-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now.
It does. Here is Mason after Jaron Grant's bucket. Pass to Barea. Here's Van Vliet. Thomas trying to break loose. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Zeller finds Morris. .157 left in the third. Back to Zeller. Here's the 3. Shot clock reset for Philadelphia. Morris with the bucket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Baltimore trails by 14. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. He kicks it to Thomas. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Seth Curry missing all last season, Clark, with a bad leg and eventual surgery. You really feel for him.
You always do when guys are hurt because it's terribly frustrating. My career ended because of knee trouble early on, so I know the feeling. And it's especially hurtful and painful when a guy starts to show what he can do and be in the NBA. I'm glad to see he's back, and hopefully he'll continue to be the deep threat his team needs.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Van Vliet passes to Barea. Now, here's Ulis. Defense right on him. Back to Barea. Again, the miss by Baltimore. Now the 76ers with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Grant. Good. Grant's got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Barea surveying the floor. Over Morris. Barea, no good. Grant outside. A 3 from Morris. Good on the three-point shot. Morris has got 9 points here in the second half.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Yeah, it looks too easy for him. Almost looks too easy for him, I should say, Greg. I mean, their chemistry really at a high level.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. 76ers lead by 21. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Baltimore, we've got Isaiah Thomas. Mason is out there with Ulis, and there's J.J. Barea, and it's Van Vliet in at the 4. Offensive rebound, and it's sent back by Lopez.
You know, Kevin, his team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And Baltimore calls time here. You know, Clark, when you think about it, all fans really care about is winning, and that's hard to pull off when you're the only star on your team. And we see it all over the league.
You know, basketball is not tennis or golf. It's a team game, and one man can't win a championship by himself. I mean, when you look at all the championship teams, they were championship teams, not driven by just one star player. And it's a blessing when you can play with other good players, and that's what all good players desire to do at some point in their career.
Barea, no good.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Now here's Curry. Grant kicks to Zeller. The rebound by Mason.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Here's Grant. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. And Thomas over to help. Back to Curry. Goes back up, and the layup is up and in.
Hey, I like and respect the hustle of Curry that time. Doing some work on the offensive glass.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Morris against Thomas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you know, you don't get to flourish like IT does without being very creative. Always finds angles to get a shot up, even when defended well. You do what you have to do at his size to finish a drive, and he's one of the best small guys in the league in finishing.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mozgov, he's checked in for Lopez. Johnson comes in for Cody Zeller. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. And Daniels subbed in for Seth Curry.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Isaiah Thomas, so great, Clark, at that floating shot over the help defender.
Well, at his size, you've got to have that in in your bag. I mean, he just knows how to get that shot off and feel where it needs to be lifted from. Does the same thing with his passing out of traffic, and I think it's just his IQ and understanding. He's really one of the most exciting players in the league.
Baltimore making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Ozgov finds Johnson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. Now here's Turner, following the miss by Michael Porter. Grant dishes to Daniels. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Johnson, and he banks in the layup.
I tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it, and that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
Here is Porter after Joe Johnson's score. Fade away. Ozgov grabs the board. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now, here's Grant. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commit.